What's going on, everybody? Welcome back today for another video. It's your boy Stevius. Battlefield's Battle Royale Red Sec is finally out and available for everyone to do it. It came out a couple days ago. I didn't make a video on it, obviously, right away because I wanted a chance to really dive into it and just really experience it, flesh it out, and put my thoughts together, and then come back and give my opinion. And I feel like I have personally spent enough time with it, I can really give some good thoughts on it. So with that being said, today's video is actually covering two topics, one of which is the new Battle Royale, and the second thing is my thoughts on what needs to be improved in Battlefield 6 as a whole. I know a lot of people threw their thoughts and opinions about what Battlefield 6 needs to do to improve and all this kind of stuff like right away, and I honestly just don't understand how you can throw out what it needs to fix in a matter of a week. Because in my mind, how can you really critique a game that you really haven't played? Last night, I officially reached rank 52. So with that being said, we're going to cover that as well. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So first things first, right off the bat, I do not consider myself a Battle Royale player by any stretch of the imagination. I never did Fortnite. It looked absolutely stupid to me. I played PUBG for about 15 minutes one time, and then I think I played Blackout. I played that quite a bit. I wasn't really good at it, but I did play it quite a bit, and I think I played a grand total of 20 matches of Warzone. So I really don't consider myself a Battle Royale player, and with that being said, I feel like my opinion really does matter on this, because the one thing that a new Battle Royale wants to attract is new players and people who are in the genre altogether. They want everybody to get on. And this is the first time I can genuinely say I played a BR and I absolutely love it. The number one thing about this Battle Royale is not one time, not one single engagement did I ever feel like I was going up against someone who was cheating. I'm not saying that they're not there. I'm not saying that somebody's cheats and their wall hacks and their Chrono Zen hasn't gotten past Battlefield's level of security when it comes to that. But as far as the engagements that I've had personally, I have not had one single encounter where I felt like I was coming against a cheater. So with that, number one there, that to me is the most important thing, is fair play in a Battle Royale. Otherwise, there's really no point in playing it. The map itself is absolutely gorgeous. At this moment in time, actually, my favorite point of interest to drop into is the golf course. It's vibrant, the colors are popping, the neighborhood's close by, everything about that is just great. The whole map is just great. The way their terrain, it dips, it goes up and down, the levolution with the buildings and whatnot. There's nothing bad to say about this map as far as I'm concerned. The handful of times that I played Warzone, it always felt like you were at a disadvantage if you didn't know what the meta was in the game. This was something that I really love about Red Sec, is it felt like you didn't have to know the meta. It didn't feel like you had to have a build. It felt like everything that you were finding was viable, except shotguns. Don't use any shotguns, don't do it. And in my mind, I guess that's just the way a Battle Royale was supposed to work. You're supposed to go in and you're supposed to find what you need and to make it work, not go and hope that you get the best build and loadout. I know some people are going to disagree with that whole mentality, but in my mind, I'm thinking Hunger Games, baby. Let's keep it real and simplistic. One of the things that I thought was so cool about this game was how they took Battlefield characteristics and implemented it into the game. Now, I know some of y'all are probably like, duh, but at the same time, it's like I was always wondering, how are they going to make that work? How are you going to take the Battlefield vibe and put it in a BR and it actually be successful? Putting the levolution aside and the vehicles, which all of that is awesome, if you want my honest opinion, I'm talking about the classes and the characteristics, how you can pick, assault, or you can pick support, or you can pick recon or engineer, whatever the case may be, and all of these things have those attributes, which, by the way, I will tell you, if you're a newbie to Battle Royales, like I consider myself to be, the recon class is the way to go. You get the drone to help you find people. You get the motion sensor. It's great. Not only that, you can spot people by aiming at them. These are great features to have in a Battle Royale. And then besides that, besides the fact that I love the fact that there's no cheaters, the two other best things were my two biggest complaints with Warzone, which are not present in this game. And that number one is there's no winning by hanging out in the gas and stimming yourself and constantly reviving yourself. If you touch that wall of fire, you're dead. And I think that is the best way for this to be. The second thing, no gulag. That is so awesome that there is no gulag. You get a redeploy, and then after that, you have to, call your buddy back in and hang by that machine while they're doing it. I think the whole setup is great. Everything about Red Sec, for the most part, I'm going to give it like 9 out of 10. It's just damn near perfect if you want my honest opinion. As far as complaints go for this BR, I really don't have any. But there is one thing that I say that should not be in the BR, and that is at a certain point when you get into the final circle, there should be no tanks, there should be no vehicles whatsoever in that area. I mean, it needs to be a level playing field. It needs to be fair. I've seen online that there is a lot of people out there who want tanks completely removed from the Battle Royale, and I could not disagree more. It's supposed to be different. It's supposed to be like Battlefield. Leave it alone. The same thing with how fast it takes to re-armor up with plates. I know there's been this call of make it faster, make it faster. They don't need to make it faster. I think that's perfect for, setting up the skill set, as engaging it, making it, different from everything else. I don't want to play Warzone. If I wanted to play Warzone, I'd go play Warzone. I want to play RedSec. And so the way they have it, for the most part, I really don't have any complaints. I think it's absolutely great. I have seen that there's a lot of people complaining about it on Steam. And all that really is, from what I've seen in the reviews and the comments, it's the things that I just named off, but also because they didn't launch with solos. That, I think, was a mistake. I don't think they need trios, but they definitely need solos. Not everybody wants to squad up, and I think the closest you can get to that is playing in duos, but you still need to kind of stay close to your homie for the most part, even if it is a random, because if you come up against anybody else, chances are most people are going to stay together. So you don't want to be in a situation where every single engagement you get into is 1v2. Not to say that you couldn't do it, but that's not really what you want to do. And the last part of today's video is what I think Battlefield 6 needs to improve on ultimately. The biggest reason why I wanted to combine this into one video is because honestly, I love Battlefield 6. I don't have a whole lot of complaints. There's no way I could make an entire video with the amount of complaints that I have. I'm sure I could just drag it out like a lot of people do, but I don't want to do that. So, first thing up, what I think needs to be fixed here. Why do I have to be a female soldier? To some people, they may not think this is a big deal. As a Battlefield veteran, someone who's been playing this for over 10 plus years, I do not want to be forced to be a woman. I do not have tits, I do not have a coochie, I have a dick, and I like a character that reflects that. Forcing me to play as a woman is got to be one of the most annoying things in this game. The next thing is some of the things regarding these vehicles. First and foremost, it should not be that damn easy to take a jet, a helicopter, anything out of the sky as easy as it is in this game. It's like the minute you go up, you're almost coming right back down. I think every single air vehicle needs to have some kind of increase to armor, maybe a delay, maybe some kind of attachment. I don't know. Some way that they should be able to stay up longer than one hit. Now, I would be cool if it took, say, 2 hits, maybe 3, but I mean, not one. If you should not be able to take them out with one hit. And that brings me to the tanks. People will grab the tanks. They will sit in their spawn zone where the enemy team can't get to them. No matter what, they're safe and protected. And they have this clear line of sight where they're just lobbing tank shells at you over and over and over and over. And you can barely get to them. I think the solution to this would be that if you are spawned into any vehicle, you cannot fire a weapon while you were in that spawn zone. Maybe you could, maybe not such a big deal if it's a vehicle, like an air vehicle, but a tank should not be able to fire weapons from a spawn zone and just sit there. They need to fix that. And there's only one more thing that I really feel like they need to address. I told you this list wasn't long. It was going to be pretty quick. The cosmetics and the things that they are designing for this game that they're putting in the store and that they're putting in the Battle Pass. Look, I get it. I know that everybody made a stink about the skins and whatnot, and me too. I don't want Beavis and Butthead. I don't want American Dad. I don't want the Avengers or whatever crap that they want to try and shove into this game. But I'll tell you what I would like is color. Colors that, just go along with whatever. They don't have to be so boring and bland as what is currently in that Battle Pass. Now, I did buy the Battlefield Pro, Battle Pass edition, so I get all the cool stuff and whatnot because I'm a Battlefield nut and I wanted it. But at the same time, I'm looking at this stuff and I'm just like, man, there's nothing in this store that I'm willing to pay $20 for. Not a thing. Not saying that I really want to spend $20 on any of that crap or that you should, but I'm just saying, if they're trying to get us to buy stuff, this ain't it. There's nothing in this store that's even remotely appealing. So I am curious to see how long this is going to last. I don't think there was anything wrong, for example, with that. I guess, what was that skin called? I didn't really pay that much attention, but he had bright neon green and everything, and now they changed it and reverted it to some dark looking thing. It looks ridiculous. It's not even something I want now. But ultimately, guys, those are my 2 cents. That's what I think. I told you I didn't have a lot of complaints about this game. I mean, I love Battlefield 6 all the way around. It's such a great game. I can't even begin to tell you how much I'm loving this game. I can't stop playing it, if I'm being frankly honest. But drop your thoughts in the comment section. Are you guys enjoying the Battle Royale? Are you enjoying RedSec? Are you enjoying Battlefield 6? Drop it in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But guys, that's all I've got for today's video. If you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram at Stevious Gaming. That's one word. Just look me up. Or you can follow me on X. The link is in the description. We are on our way to our first milestone of 500 subs. So if you enjoyed today's video, drop a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn notifications on so you can be notified every single time I upload a video. And for all things Battlefield, you know where to be. This is your boy, Stevious, signing out, and I'll see you on the next one.